Look at it, they're everywhere.
We're about to learn one of the most unusual traditions in America.
Worms are coming out of the ground.
People in this small Florida town have been summoning worms straight out of the ground for generations. It's a dying tradition that looks like magic. Our mission is to find the last people who know how, follow them into the forest, and learn how to do it ourselves. But when we got into town,
our experts have canceled on us.
It's just a thing of the past, just like a dial-up telephone. We're just outdated.
recently Cole and I were planning an afternoon of fishing. So we did what you do. Go to Walmart and grab some live bait.
Worms?
Where do worms come from anyway?
That's a great question.
So naturally, we Googled it. And that sent us down an internet rabbit hole. Worm grunting, worm charming, and then we found something that stopped our scroll. Charles Kuralt from CBS covered worm grunting in Sopchoppy, Florida back in the 1970s.
The casual passerby through Sopchoppy, Florida, watching Jim Rozier at his daily occupation, would surely think he'd taken leave of his senses. But no, he's just doing what a lot of people do around Sopchoppy, grunting for worms.
And he's a big inspiration behind our Unique America series. So we made a decision. We were going to go to the annual Worm Grunting Festival, find an expert, and ask them to teach us before this tradition disappears.
We are in the Florida Panhandle and we're going worm grunting, y'all. I'm so excited.
Back in 2016, I was actually building a commercial construction site up here in Tallahassee. The older gentleman on my construction site mentioned worm grunting. And that's just something that you don't forget.
Oh, look.
Oh my goodness, where the heck are we gonna park?
We just got into the area of the festival and I think we're gonna be walking a country mile today. I'm not sure how far a country mile is. I think it varies. This is crazy. You know, I bet most people couldn't even find Sopchoppy on a map, but every single one of these people here today came here on purpose. And I can't wait to find out why.
Hey folks, welcome to the Sopchoppy Worm Grunting Festival. Look at this.
Wow. If you know us, you know we like to get our hands dirty.
Yeah, we don't just like to sit on the sidelines. So we are here at the Worm Grunting Festival to find a local expert.
An expert who can teach us this 100-year-old tradition to a couple of complete strangers. This place is packed. It's crazy to me that people come from states away.
I drove all the way from Michigan
Yes.
to come to Sopchoppy, Florida.
Yes, exactly, exactly. A year ago on CBS News,
Yep.
they had a segment on this. And I told my wife, I gotta go down.
Worms just want to have fun. I love it. That's so funny.
How you doing, man? I'm Cole.
Johnny, my name.
Johnny, nice to meet you. So the person I need to talk to that can show me
Gary Rebel right over there,
underneath that tent.
underneath that tent.
All right, so Mr. Leonard said we need to go to this tent over here and talk to the Revels.
All right.
Apparently they've been doing this for generations.
Revels live bait. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Hi, how are you? I'm Cole.
Hi, I'm Emily. Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Emily. Great to meet you. We're trying to find someone who will take us out and show us this tradition.
You're looking at them.
All right.
Would y'all do that for us?
I'll be in the house at
5:30. Can you... Here at the festival, it's getting hotter and hotter throughout the day, and I gotta tell you, I am so happy that we have Poncho Outdoors as our sponsor for this video. Poncho Outdoors makes men's outdoor shirts that not only feel good, look good, but they are lightweight, they are breathable, and in a heat like today, I am so thankful that I have that on, which is why I love their shirts, because they're great to wear no matter what I'm doing. You can get $10 off your first order if you go to ponchooutdoors.com/adventure. I know you're gonna love these shirts as much as I do, which is why I'm thankful for them to be our sponsor of our video.
We left the festival feeling so excited we had found someone to teach us the tradition. 5:30 in the morning, whew, that was gonna come early, but we were not going to be late.
We just got a call and our experts have canceled on us.
Yeah, I'm honestly pretty bummed. We understand we're two outsiders coming in, trying to learn this tradition and share it with you, but it's just not working out.
No, it's not. At this point, I'm just gonna start calling everyone I possibly can and find on the internet. My name's Cole. I'm a producer for a YouTube channel. Hi, is this Jerry's Bait and Tackle? Sorry to call you on a Sunday night. Kind of a weird question. My name's Cole, and I understand that you harvest worms. Would there be an opportunity for us to come with you in the morning? And we are looking for the most unique things in America. This forest is a lot bigger than I expected. It's huge. There is this one company called I've Got Worms, which sounds good, but they are on the other side of the Apalachicola National Forest in a little town called Bluntstown. And so I'm gonna give them a call.
And just when we thought we were gonna have to settle for Walmart bait to go fishing, we got a call back.
So 5:30 in the morning. All right.
Yeah, I'll be driving a white Toyota 4-wheel drive with sirens all on it. Says I got worms.
Okay, I can't miss that then.
We are literally in the middle of nowhere. I just saw that we lost service. My fingers crossed this works out because I really want to learn this tradition and I really want to go fishing with Cole. Oh, and by the way, today's his birthday. Can we just all wish him a happy birthday in the comments? What a way to spend it, babe.
Yeah. Getting worms.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I don't really know what to expect, so hopefully this is a fun adventure.
It's not weird meeting someone for the first time in the middle of a national forest before daylight with no service. Is it?
There goes somebody else.
When we got to the meeting spot, no one was there.
Yeah, and that's not them either.
It's now 5:40.
Why is this so difficult?
So after 30 minutes of waiting, we decided to drive back into town to get some cell service.
Y'all are on fast time. I'm sorry. Y'all are on Eastern time and I'm on Central time.
Oh, how about... Okay, no worries. I forgot it changes up here. That's right. We've been there an hour early, of all things. Can you believe we've been early? Oh, I feel so much better now. All right, let's go back to where we're supposed to meet him.
How are you? I'm Emily.
I'm Charles.
Great to meet you, Mr. Charles.
What's up, brother?
Let's do it. How far are we going in?
We're going to get right over here. Try to go down the side of this fire line.
Okay.
It's going to be a little bushy,
All
so
right.
don't get poked in the eye.
All right.
Whatever you do.
How long have you been doing this?
About 40 years.
40 years. Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you know this was the spot?
We've been here before. We came before. That's what we do. We go from one known location to the next. And sometimes if we're unsure, then we'll stop and try a place.
And what are you looking for? If you are going to unknown, what are you looking for?
Certain types of vegetation, certain kind of dirt, certain bushes.
I imagine at this point you just kind of know, right?
Yes, ma'am. You kind of get a feeling for it.
Oh my goodness. It's only been like 20, 30 seconds.
There's one right there, one right there, one right there, one right there.
Oh my goodness.
Bucket here?
They're everywhere. How far will they come up all around?
Okay, it's real basic physics
Okay,
because it's a vibration that runs them out.
sure.
So the harder the ground, drier the ground, the further they come up. So
Okay.
typically, I would say typically maybe a 10-foot circle,
Wow.
15-foot circle.
And oh my goodness, look at this guy.
Yeah.
He's massive.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm impressed at how quickly it happened.
Well, and then sometimes it's really hard to get them to come up. It takes a long time. Sometimes it's a little easier.
And this is a workout.
It's,
You're kind of starting to breathe a little heavy on us.
well, I was
It's a
going to tell you
workout.
too now, I meet up with COPD.
Oh man. That must
Real
make it
bad. So
difficult.
y'all just bear with me, okay?
That's okay.
Because I have to huff and puff my way through here,
That's okay.
but that's what I do.
So when you come out here, how many worms will you find in a session?
Me and Rob have a pretty decent day. We get a couple thousand, 3,000,
In how many hours?
a couple hours. We don't stay too long. Like I said,
Okay.
I meet up with COPD,
Sure.
and so I can't go very long.
Yep.
He can go for ever. He's got more endurance than a 20-year-old, I promise.
And you said he's 75?
70, he'll be 75 next month.
That's impressive. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
He's a machine. He can work.
It's so funny, Mr. Charles. I worked in TV news for almost a decade.
Really?
So people ask, you know, how can you hold snakes or grab worms? And it just seems like an extension of the job. Except for YouTube now, I get to choose the stories I want to tell, which makes it a lot more fun.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have to cover the politics anymore.
Amen. That's why we do this, so we don't have a boss.
That's right.
That's why we do it.
There's worms everywhere. Worms are coming out of the ground. This is crazy. Oh my goodness, look at it. This thing is massive. Look at this. You're probably always astonished at people's reactions, huh?
Well, I understand. I mean, it's kind of like magic, you know.
Look at this. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope we can help you out here in a little bit. Maybe you can teach us how to do it. And
Well, like right now, there's about a zillion of them.
I see that, I know. This is amazing. They're literally everywhere.
This was like at the best. This is like really good times.
So we
This
picked
is-
a good day.
The best.
The best day.
The best. It's typically, I mean, it's not this good. This is like a really good day, so.
This is really good, Mr. Charles, because I'll tell you what, for about 45 minutes, we didn't think you were gonna show up.
If I tell you I'm coming, sugar, I'm coming. If I tell you I'll be there, I'll be there. I hate we got our time. I started to call y'all this morning or text you.
That's
Tell you
okay. It was a silly little mistake. It makes for a good
No
story.
biggie. I was glad y'all were still there.
I didn't expect there would be so many. I'm so impressed.
Well, thank you. You got with the right people.
We'll call it a testament to your skills.
Well, the sign says I got worms. So, pretty much,
The sign did not
I
lie.
have to adhere to that. That's what everybody calls me, the worm guy. So.
I love that.
When I was younger, I started when I was probably about 20.
Doing it for a living,
and
you're saying?
doing it for a living. I started as a child, probably at 8 or 10 years old, as early as I can remember, really.
You still love it as much?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's all I always say. You don't really love this, you won't do it very long. You see, it's early mornings and a long way from home. And like I told you, this is when it's really good. You're not here on the day when they don't come up. And you do this and you get like 2 and 3 and none. And you see me and Robert, I'm 58, Robert's 70 something, and we probably about average age. And there's the new people that you see, younger people, mostly like, what's the nice way to say this? Chemically challenged. And that's why they're here, because they're chemically challenged.
Uh-oh.
Say that.
Uh-oh. All right.
And that makes for a bad deal anywhere, you know what I mean?
What does this tradition look like 20, 30 years from now?
Man, there won't be anybody here. And the silly part, Miss Emily, 30 years ago, if you'd came down this road, there'd have been vehicles lined up down this road, and that's all you would have heard out through the woods here. Bing, 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 ronk, 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 ronk. People talking and hollering and cursing and working. And now they're gone. They're gone. It's addictive. It's highly addictive. It's like dope. It's like crack. You can't get enough. I mean, you see your money, you see it happening right before your merry eyes. If you work a job, you work all day and you don't, you're gonna make some money, but you don't see it. If I do this, I see money everywhere.
Just so you know, this bucket is yours in my left hand, and this one's mine. And right now, well, this one's a lot heavier. So you were, yeah, they're just everywhere. There's a lot more than I thought. There's 4 of them right underneath your knee right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 at least. Yep.
Just my bucket?
Okay, yeah, that goes in that. There you go, it goes in that one.
You gonna teach me how to do it?
Well, in a minute I am, but I want to show you Rob's iron.
All right.
Wish how long he's been doing this mess. Check this out. His fingerprints
Oh my goodness.
is on that thing.
So Mr. Robert, Mr. Charles' partner, is 74 years old. You think he's held on to this a time or two? To be able to rub this into
Steel.
steel is
Steel.
absolutely incredible. The amount of hours of holding this right here
You
to
reckon,
put your fingerprint on
you
it.
reckon he's rubbed on it a time or two?
I reckon he has.
Once
Wow.
or twice.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
ma'am. This is a leaf spring. It's a leaf spring off a vehicle, trailer. We call it an iron. It's an iron, and this is a stop,
Sure.
and everybody has their own particular kind they like, you know.
Okay.
Either a heavy one or a light one, or a big stop or a little stop, but everybody has their own preference. Rob's had this thing for a long time, you can tell.
I would say so. That is wild.
And yeah, if you want to, when we get them going, Emily, we'll get up here and we'll let you rub some.
All
more.
right. That
We'll
sounds
let you
good.
scoop some. That
I want to
sounds way
keep trying to pick up as many as I can.
better. Okay, we'll pick some
Man,
up.
I look down and they're just everywhere. Look at this.
You said they're everywhere, Rob, everywhere.
This is so exciting.
Mr. Charles,
Yes, sir.
what is all of this on my fingers?
Now, we call that worm slide, it's mucus.
Okay.
And that's how that worm slides through the dirt. That's how he eases through the soil.
Oh, he lubricates
exudes.
himself.
He's a self-lubricating machine.
Okay. How am I doing there?
Oh, you're doing super. You're
Am
doing
I?
super. Yeah.
Emily's a little bit behind though.
Oh, Emily is.
She's holding that camera.
We know her career. She's the TV lady. Don't quit your day job, Emily. If me and Rob have a good day together, we'll make a couple, $200 or $300.
Okay.
You know, and that's, I guess nowadays it's about starvation wages. You know, it's not much money, but it beats having a job. You know, and so that's what we do. I have a bunch of customers. Everybody comes and they see them in a little cup in the store. You know, people say,
Don't realize the hard work that it took to get them.
they don't realize where they came from. It's solid. There you go.
Is that good?
Yep. Now go scooching. You don't have to do it hard, just enough to rub across there.
I'm not doing a good job.
It takes a little time. There you go.
Hey, look right here.
Hang on. You got to let him come up. Keep scooping.
There he is.
Can't get too excited.
All
He
right.
got one.
Oh, there's one right here too.
Yeah, keep on scooping.
You're able to do it a lot louder than me.
Well, see, that's as long as you're making some kind of vibration, you're doing some kind of good. See them coming up here?
Yeah.
Babe, I'm picking up all your worms. Look at this. You summoned so many worms from the ground. I can't even keep them in my hand. I need a bucket. Look at it, they're everywhere. They're wiggly. Okay, here's my bucket, here's my bucket, here's my bucket.
There you go. Now, put your left hand up there. Right hand right there, just like that.
All right.
Now just go scooping.
It's like very meditative.
Yes.
I can tell that there's a rhythm.
See? Told you girls are better.
She's better than she. She seems to always be better at everything than I
That's the way they are. Look at those things coming up there, buddy. Look out in front of you.
am. Oh yeah.
Look at them rolling up. Woo!
You might not want me to leave.
Why not? I might have to get you to be like Rob always does me. Make one more right over there. Try it one more time. Yeah.
Look at this guy,
Biggest
right?
worm of the day. Trophy worm.
I'm gonna make sure I put it in my bucket.
Trophy worm.
There's literally worms everywhere. Oh.
I got worms. Oh, look at this one. Look at that. Would you look at that? Look at that worm. So talk to me about the industry here. It's kind of all but gone, right?
Yes, ma'am. I think it's two or three things. I think the economy was a big part of it. There just wasn't enough money in this anymore. People, it wasn't dependable. And it started getting really dry back in the late 90s like it is now, and bait got real hard to get. And a lot of people, the younger people just never picked it up. The younger crew they just didn't want to do what we do.
Yeah.
And so now, you see what's left. I mean, we're 60, 70, 80, and it's the end of the line. I mean, once we're gone, I mean, y'all enjoy your videos or whatever y'all got, you know, because we're gone, it's over. You know, it's over, so.
How does it make you feel, something you grew up doing, in the next 20 or 30 years, it could be gone?
Well, it's sad, it's very sad. But I mean, it'll be here as long as I am. You know, I can hold out and do it as long as I can. It's just a thing of the past, you know what I mean? It's just like a dial-up telephone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're just outdated.
Well, now that I've got my hands clean, I can pick up this camera and talk to you. My hands were just completely black. You know, we like to get our hands dirty for our Unique America series. And well, I think we adequately accomplished that today. So now we are coming out of the forest, and we've got about a 40-minute drive, and we're going to Mr. Charles's house, where he will count the worms and cup them and go through that whole process of what it looks like to get them ready to go out to his customers, because he is one of the only people who still do this commercially. So really eager to see what that looks like after having our experience in the forest. We've just had such a great time with him and Mr. Robert, and just learning about their way of life and how this is something that's going by the wayside. It's kind of crazy to think about, like, even our lifetime, a tradition like this will very possibly die off.
Thank you for calling me.
You busy?
No, we just got done grunting worms.
Oh, golly.
Yeah.
You got enough to go fishing?
Oh, we got a lot. There was 4 of us doing it, and I bet we have an entire paint can, if not 2 paint cans full.
Golly, that's catch enough fish to feed an army.
That's right. All right, sounds good, Uncle Jim. Thank you for calling.
All right, I love you, and bye.
Bye, I love you too. He called me because today is my birthday, so he's wishing me a happy birthday. But he just told us that not only are the earthworms great bait, but there's also, I think he was calling it a bonnet worm, and he was saying that in the lily pads on a pond, if you look at the top of the lily pad, you'll see that there's a little bit, in his words, doo-doo at the top of the pad. And if you go down and cut the bottom of the stem of the lily out, then you can find that this worm has buried itself into the stem. And he said that was the best bait in the world. He said earthworms are good, but the bonnet worms were the absolute best. So that, he just taught me something. I hadn't heard that before. So I'm happy that he gave me a call. And it's so cool that a 97-year-old, he's as sharp as a tack. And well, I was just thinking about it. I want to have a video with him. We need to take him around and tell him to tell us about growing up 97 years ago.
That's right.
Mr. Charles, I did look up some interesting facts about worms, and I learned something.
Yes, sir.
A worm is the strongest species on planet Earth.
Really?
Did you know that?
I knew that a snake had more muscular pound for pound.
Apparently a worm can lift pound for pound more
Really?
than anything else.
So he's,
Man, you got through that pile quick. You act like you've been doing this for 40 years.
I used to hate this part the worst. My ex-wife cooked bait, and I did not count bait at all.
That looks like hard work.
They've been through the mill.
All right, so after counting up our worms, I am the ultimate winner. I am the ultimate worm grunting champion of today.
Oh,
Because I got 12 cupfuls, and Miss Emily only got 10.
only got 10, but you know who filmed the majority of this video? Me. So not only was I baiting, I was filming. So I think that's pretty dang good.
So, Mr. Charles, do you think we can add worm grunter to our resume now?
Yes, sir. I would leave that on my resume for sure.
Okay, all right, I'm putting it on there.
Semi-professional.
I'm
All
putting it
right.
on there.
I'll take it.
Good deal. Well, now I'm gonna take Miss Emily fishing, because that's what I originally told her I was gonna do.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Y'all go down here. Y'all will catch some fish.
Thank you so much. Look at. Well, now I gotta go wash my hands again.
Oh, here, we'll do an air shake.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, babe. It is time to take you fishing with some worms. So I gotta tell you real quick. When I was a little kid and we would go fishing, that's what I used to say. I couldn't say worms. I'd say, I want to go fishing with some worms. So that's what we're about to go do. Go fishing with some worms.
Oh, this is cute.
You know, there's nothing quite like catching your own bait out in the forest to then come and try and catch your own fish. You know, I know that this isn't always everyone's own cup of tea, but what I will tell you is that if you get outside of your comfort zone, take your wife, go do something fun with them, like this. All right, we're fishing.
We're fishing.
Fishing with worms.
Fishing, not catching.
You're not getting any action at all.
No action.
Try and get it over there in the middle or something.
Here, fishy,
See
fishy,
what-
fishy, fishy, fishy.
See what happens. I think we went to a bad pond. I don't see any bait fish or anything in here.
We came here because of a bait cooler and a Google search. We're leaving with worms we pulled out of the ground with our own hands, the same way people in this town have been doing for over 100 years. And I think Mr. Charles said it perfectly. Everybody sees the little cup in the store, but no one thinks about where it came from. Well, now we know.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, watch this one next because I think you'll enjoy it as well. Remember, go make the memory now, and as always, we will see you on the next adventure.